May I report a hate crime?
Well, it depends if it's a hate crime, but tell me what happened. What do you have?
Who determines if it's a hate crime? You?
The statute in elements.
A statute is in a book. It can't speak. I asked, who determines if a crime occurred? You?
Yeah.
All right, here's a video you guys are going to like. This guy talks to cops like they're absolute morons. These cops already know who he is. They clearly don't like this dude. They don't want to do their jobs correctly. This guy has to push the issue. And the reason he's laying on the floor is so that the cops can't say he's being aggressive and start beating him up. Check out this video from Bradley Goldberg, the forensic CPA. I'll be dropping his links in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's get right to it.
Bradley Goldberg. You Sergeant.
What is your name and badge number?
We've met before.
I asked, what is your name and badge number?
Sergeant Flanagan, 207. What do you need, Mr. Goldberg?
Is your body cam on with audio?
Yes, it is.
And you're a sergeant, correct?
We've met before.
Sergeant Flanagan, I'd like to report a hate crime.
Okay.
May I report a hate crime?
Well, it depends if it's a hate crime, but tell me what happened. What do you have?
Who determines if it's a hate crime? You?
The statute in elements.
A statute is in a book. It can't speak. I asked, who determines if a crime occurred? You?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on if what happened. What happened?
It depends on what happened whether a hate crime occurred. Well, I'll agree with that, but I asked, who determines? You?
It would be me first, and then it would be the state attorney, and then a judge.
Okay, so first we have the sergeant. You determine, according to what you just said, and please understand, it's not that I'm trying to be argumentative. I'm not at all. And I think you seem pretty safe. Do you feel safe? I opened my bag so that
I'm
you can
safe.
see there's nothing in here.
We've talked.
I'm also laying on the floor. And
Do you remember me?
There's also audio and video over here.
Yes. Do you remember me?
I don't know if you guys can tell, but Sergeant Flanagan keeps interrupting Bradley every chance he gets.
We talked downtown for a long time.
Sergeant Flanagan, you're to decide. You just said whether this goes to the state attorney or not.
Well, it depends. If a crime, people report stuff that just they don't meet the elements of.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay.
I just asked who decides. You said you.
Well, it ultimately starts with law enforcement. Yes, we decide if a crime occurred or not.
No, you said you.
Yes.
Sergeant Flanagan.
Yes.
Okay, so Sergeant Flanagan decides whether this is a hate crime or not, or any crime.
Any crime.
It could be another crime. It's just I'm saying hate crime.
I mean, if a battery occurs, it depends on if there's other elements involved. That
Sure, and you may decide it's assault and it's still a crime, but the guy said battery, but you decide it's assault and you'll put in the assault.
Well, it just depends. It depends on what you have.
You determine what the listen. Most people don't know the statute.
Whenever we get there, I'm waiting to get there. What happened?
I'm sorry. If you're busy, you can go.
No, I just don't. I'm not going to do the runaround thing for.
I like that Bradley mentions the fact that if he's in a hurry, he can just go. Cops are always acting like they're in a hurry, even though they're on the clock. And now Sergeant Flanagan's going to go on about how he doesn't like being recorded.
There's no runaround. I wanted to know who's in charge.
Well, for tonight, I am.
Okay. Sorry for running around. I didn't mean to be argumentative.
No, I just don't, Mr. Goldberg. I just don't want to. I don't want to spend all this time doing the recording and the game with you. I'm here to help you. If you want,
I don't play games.
Last time you tried to record,
I don't know what you're talking about. I never met you before, and I'm trying to tell you what happened.
And there it is, folks. The bias of Sergeant Flanagan. He's not going to play games because the guy likes recording them. Sergeant Flanagan needs to be reprimanded for that.
We've met before.
Can you now listen to me?
I'm trying to.
Well, you seem to be laughing, and I'm telling you there's a Jewish hate crime that occurred.
Okay, then tell me what happened.
On May 14th, 2025, 4 days ago, at approximately 1806 hours, 3 men, white anti-Semitic males, 2 Hispanic, one of just a regular white male, I guess, worked together to collude and commit a hate crime on me. Now, let me just tell you who I am. My Hebrew name is Pesach Goldberg, P-E-S-A-C-H. I sometimes go by my original name is Boylik, G-O-I-L-I-K. I also go by Bradley Goldberg, which is my English name. I'm a religious Jewish man vacationing in Sanford. When these 3 men, anti-Semitic men, and I already researched it, one on steroids, 2 an alcoholic, and 1 an alcoholic and a drug addict, colluded. I'm sorry, take that.
No.
If you have to go, I understand.
Good.
So the 3 men colluded to do 2 things. 1, scare me and attack me. 1 with a bike lock, which he did on video and audio. On the audio, there's racial slurs being made and also threats of killing, also witnesses involved. Then the man colluding with another man we'll get to the names, I have them all, worked together to form sort of like a victim, flipped the story, and he, although I was the victim, he decided he would be the victim, and then worked with someone that he knows. Not only knows every day and sees between 10 and 20 times a day, which they admit. They're good friends, not independent. They worked together 1,000 feet from where the incident occurred, where I was the victim, both drunk and on drugs, to then call the police, to a police officer that they both know that they're friends with for over 10 years. So the three of them, and that officer took steroids that morning, which I already researched. Whether he was on alcohol or not, I actually don't think so. But for sure he was on drugs. And when I say drugs, I mean steroids, which is a drug. The other two are for sure on alcohol and drugs. That's 100%. And I already verified that. And where they bought it from, too.
Damn, Bradley's got some resources, don't he? Maybe I should try to talk to him and find out how he gets all his information.
The police officer that came then worked with the three of them, all three anti-Semitic, for sure, already proven, to work against me, making up a fantastical lie about an incident that didn't occur, resulting with me in jail for the last 3 days, to be beaten and abused. Ironically, the day before this occurred, May 14th, the day before, a man assaulted me. A man named Benjamin Asher Stewart assaulted me, and he was arrested by the Sanford police. A man who's been stalking and tracking and assaulting me since August of 2024. Although a separate incident, but somewhat complicated since these are so close together, I'm asking myself, well, maybe these are related in some way, but let's not go there. I don't want to make this complicated or some type of conspiracy. I don't believe in conspiracies.
Well, I do believe in conspiracies, and I do believe that cops conspire with people against the people. I think what this guy meant to say was he doesn't believe in conspiracy theories, which was a term created by the CIA to make people believe that conspiracies are not true.
Something I don't believe in. Anyway, the hate crime is simple. False report, collusion, because I'm Jewish and wear a yarmulke, and the three of them said racial slurs to me on audio and video, including the police officer that in his car, and I know you have audio running in the car, and you should have audio running in the car when you transport someone.
We don't. We have body cams. That's what we have.
If he had his body cam on, which he should have had his body cam on in the car, because I know for a fact Castleberry police do, in their cars. Officer Darren Desk does, because I've seen body cam footage of him on an investigation that I did.
Each agency is different.
Fair enough, but Sanford and Castleberry are literally 10 miles from each other. So I'm assuming that you have the same idea, which is keep your body cam on, which would be smart while in the police car. We don't know if he did or not. I'm going to guess he didn't because of the things he said in the car, which include him admitting he's a liar, him admitting that the witness was not independent, him admitting that himself was not independent, admitting it all, and saying Jewish slurs as well, and laughing when I said I was Jewish. He already knew I was Jewish, but he always just starts laughing and doing Jewish slurs. Anyway, everything I told you I have on audio and video because I'm not a stupid man. And also everything's been publicized already on the internet and given to 3 different attorneys and the prosecutor. I have been charged with a crime by the anti-Semitic officer.
What crime is that?
I'm 51 years old and I've never in my life been charged or... First of all, I've never been convicted of a crime in my entire 51 years of life. I have never done drugs of any sort. I don't drink. I don't smoke ever in my life. With that said, for the first time in 51 years, I've been charged with battery, which never occurred, to a man named Robert Hall. The second person, who claims to be an independent witness who not only knows Robert Hall every day, but sees him at least 20 times a day and is not independent. The name, and this anti-Semitic man's name, is Evan Klein.
When I first heard that, I thought, damn, isn't Klein a Jewish last name? Yes, it is, but it's also a German surname that is also commonly found among Ashkenazi Jewish families.
And then the third anti-Semitic steroid freak name, who's already been reported, because I have some contacts in federal authorities, just in case you, because you said it's up to you, decide to just go away, which I expect you to just sort of scratch this off as nonsense or something. You'll call me nonsensical. That's the word you're supposed to use, just so you know. You're supposed to say that I'm incoherent and rambling. You probably should call, you think there's something wrong with me, don't you?
No.
But look at me, I'm laying on the ground. Do you know why I'm laying on the ground? I can tell you why. So that you feel safe. Why did I open my bag? So you feel safe. That's why.
What can I do for you tonight, sir?
Arrest 3 men. I would like the following men arrested. The first man to be arrested, his name is Carlos Ruiz. I have all their home addresses too. Home addresses, I said. The second man that you're going to arrest is Robert Hall. And the third man you're going to arrest is Evan Klein, K-L-E-I-N. The charges are going to include a hate crime, a false report, also the damages that I had, although indirect, are the bike lock on video and the death threats that came from Robert Hall directly, and also the police officer named, once again, Carlos Ruiz, lying on the report. The 3 statements that the 3 men have, including the police officer, Evan Klein, and Robert Hall, completely contradict each other right on the arrest report itself, not to mention the statements themselves too, and the video and audio that I have of the entire incident. I said my phone was broken. It wasn't. I videotaped the whole thing. Nothing happened. Matter of fact, the opposite happened. I was attacked, and I have all the evidence. It's already online on my Instagram. Anyway.
Do you have that evidence I can hear or see?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see it in court. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I need to...
Oh, you need to decide what you're going to do next now.
I'm not going to lie, this guy sounds like an attorney. He's actually telling the cop how to do his job. And what you're about to see is the cop not wanting to do his job. Check this out.
Because I'm done. And also, I would like to write a report as well, but my finger is broken. You can see, I don't know if your body cam can see this finger, the ring finger is broken, so it's difficult for me to write. So what I'm going to ask you is that you write it and I'll sign it.
I'm not writing a statement for you.
The statement was written, actually, you want to know something? The statement of Robert Hall was written by Carlos Ruiz. I watched him write it for him, and then Robert Hall signed it. So the police officers in Sanford are allowed to write reports.
They are.
I know they are. So, in other words, they wrote it for Robert Hall, and then Carlos Ruiz wrote it for Robert Hall. Wrote his statement. Did you hear what I just said? Carlos Ruiz wrote Robert Hall's statement.
And
I should also say that
did Robert Hall swear to it?
In this incident, say it again, I'm sorry.
Did Robert Hall swear to it?
I don't know. I'll swear. I'll swear to whatever you write for me too. But my point is, well, someone's going to write it for me because you write it for Robert Hall. I don't think it's you get to choose which one.
No, we can write it for you verbatim. But if it's something as serious,
verbatim, sure. I'll do whatever Robert Hall did. I want the same rules as Robert Hall got. Also, I should mention that Evan Klein wrote his statement on his own. Okay, at the bar where he was drinking and doing drugs. But I should tell you this: the police officer, Carlos Ruiz, didn't read the statement. He arrested me before he read the written statement. How do I know that? Because when I got into the car with Carlos Ruiz, the police officer, he drove to the bar where I was able to see who the independent witness was, Evan Klein, and what he looks like. He has what's called gauges. I found this out from the kids. They have huge holes in their ears that hang down, all the way down. He's a drug addict and alcoholic, I found out, that was hanging at the bar. And he wrote the statement while drunk, handed it to the police officer after the police officer arrested me, with no incidents, of course. But he never read it. He never read his statement.
They can take a verbal statement from.
He never read his statement, what he wrote.
But they can still take a verbal statement.
You defend your blue very well.
No,
I think I appreciate that you already defend people and you know nothing about the incident. This is the first time you're hearing about it. Have you heard about the incident? I like that you defend Carlos Ruiz.
No, I'm just telling you that you can still make an
It's
arrest
amazing. I love that you defend your brother. I defend my brother.
Even on domestics, if somebody.
That's great that you're teaching me a lot of stuff about police work because I don't know anything. Tell me more.
On a domestic, if the wife says,
domestic, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what you're talking about. I just tell the truth.
Bradley is pointing out to Sergeant Flanagan the dereliction of duty, exactly how they backed the blue, and now Sergeant Flanagan wants to start talking apples and oranges.
What do you...
I already told you arrest 3 people.
That's not how it works.
Oh, okay. Bye. Nice meeting you.
Do you want to write a statement, or what do you want to do?
I said I'd write a statement.
Okay. So I'll get you a statement, and then we can start the process.
I think I just told you my statement.
Right, but...
Verbatim. On video and audio. You want me to play it back to you?
No. Am I being recorded?
Of course.
Did you notify me I was being recorded?
Yes.
What?
10 times that I told the dispatcher.
Wait a minute. The people don't have to tell cops that they're being recorded. As a matter of fact, you have the right to record any and all cops while on duty when they're in public. And that also extends to all public officials. And you don't even have to tell them that you're recording. You can actually record them in secret.
You're being recorded audio and video. By not just me, by an independent party.
So...
And I am too, of course.
If you want to write a statement, you can...
I already said yes.
Write a statement. So I'll get you a statement form to fill out, and then we'll go from there. if whatever happened that day or whatever, that was already investigated. That's something that you're going to...
No, it hasn't been investigated. And actually, it hasn't been investigated at all. So you're already defending again. I want everyone to notice how he immediately is against me. Immediately, he acts like he knows everything about an incident.
No,
he said it was investigated, he knows nothing about it, he wasn't on the incident. But he knows everything. Sergeant Flanagan is he's psychic. He's psychic. I have psychic cards in here for you, too. I brought you a gift because I knew you're psychic. I brought tarot cards for you because you could see other incidents that occurred in the past. You know nothing.
I know once the...
Zero.
I know once the phone...
You know only what I just told you, but you're already against me.
I know when the phone...
So I have an idea. Why don't you take a bat like you did to Trevor Martin? Go ahead.
I know when the phone...
I'm ready.
I know when the phone shuts off, you turn into an actual normal person.
Go ahead.
And you become more realistic.
I'm very... Oh, you're calling me abnormal now.
No,
you just called me sick.
Just when the phone's on.
You just called me sick. You want to know something? I think you're mentally ill.
Okay.
Look at how you're standing.
Nobody said
Look at your fist. Your right hand is in a fist.
My right hand?
Yeah, that's called a fist. Why? You want to punch me?
You want a statement form or not?
I already said yes 100 times.
I'll find you a statement form. Do you have a statement form at all? No. 2020 unit with a statement form back to 56.
You have a cochlear implant?
234, I can be anyone that way.
Sergeant Flanagan is in defense mode, and Bradley is extremely observant. Pay attention to this part.
Do you have a cochlear implant for hearing? Mm-hmm. I thought they're usually bigger. I have a friend that has one.
The attachment, yeah. It attaches in there.
Oh, it attaches. Why isn't it attached down?
Because
You don't need it?
No. It's out of preference.
So you can hear okay when it's not on? Mm-hmm. So then why'd you put it in?
To help. It helps, but it's just a very weird...
But that's a huge surgery to do just to help. I mean, shouldn't you have it on all the time?
No,
especially for police work?
No.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I've done it for 13 years and I became a sergeant out of it, so...
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying hearing is extremely important in police work. What? So, especially every word I say, I'm afraid that you might not be hearing everything I say.
I'm not going to answer your questions about that
anymore. I'm not trying to be disrespectful,
you're
but
trying to
I'm really not.
You're trying to be.
Sir, you wear a cochlear implant and you don't have it on. That wasn't disrespectful at all.
Okay. Somebody's coming with your statement form. Nobody said that. No, it's saying you put on a show. When your phone's on, you put the show on. Okay. Mm-hmm. How was it? No.
It looks like Sergeant Flanagan doesn't want to do his job, so he calls in another officer to come in and do the job. This does not seem right to me at all. Check this out.
I never lied.
Right here was his signature. Let me get your autograph. Right here. The lines are small. I don't have the best handwriting.
All right, before I sign this, I want you to write one more thing. Where it says Jewish racial slurs were made by Carlos Ruiz and Robert Ball, can you write instead, can you just add one word? Jewish racial slurs were thought to be made. Thought to be made. Just thought to be. Just do like a little caret.
Yeah, I got it.
And
I put like a space right there.
Just thought to be.
Sure.
Because you got to understand that Robert Hall, first of all, doesn't speak coherently. And Carlos Ruiz, I already told you, I want to see the body cam and audio to give him the
Jewish
benefit
racial
of the
slurs
doubt.
were thought to be made by Carlos Ruiz and Robert Hall throughout and after the incident. All right.
That I'll
so
sign.
you already initial and then signature. It's the line right here. Signature, autograph.
What's good? Second line right here, right?
No, where's the signature?
Signature.
Yeah. And
But
then I'll fill out the rest.
Just clean. I'm smart enough to get myself in a lot of trouble.
Sounds. I got you. Right. Looks like I got everything.
You guys notice the difference between this cop and Sergeant Flanagan? Why did Flanagan call him over? Because he didn't want to do it, or he doesn't know how to write?
And then I'll know the rest at the bottom.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
This is just preliminary. This is just, hey, Judge, these are the charges. This is my probable cause.
Because you got to have that right away.
Yeah, they don't need to know. Like, if you have a murder case, they don't want, like, all 51 pages at the first appearance. They just want to know what is your probable cause.
That makes sense.
So that's all this is.
Because they just need probable.
Yeah, so this is this saying, here's your probable cause, here's a copy of it.
I understand.
And then for this report, which is the same case number, where we can go in and add a something like on whatever day today is. We've made contact with you. He had concerns about the allegations. This is his side. He wrote a sworn statement, which we're going to send over to the state attorney, and the state attorney will see that as well on, okay, this is what he's claiming.
So that'll go to the state, to the state attorney
Yes.
also.
So the state attorney will have your side.
Basically what I just did there.
Yeah, so the state attorney's going to have your statement, your sworn testimony as well.
Great.
And it's up to them to say, like, all this is conflicting. They might have to bring in Mr. Hall?
Good,
That's the
bring him
victim.
in. I'd love that.
They'd have to bring Klein in as a witness, have him give sworn testimony. One, determine.
Oh,
if
they'll
he-
have to. He's this so-called
Yeah, and
independent.
they'd have to determine if he's the actual, if he is an independent witness, and that's for them to make a decision on if this is good information to file the charges, or if they're like, this is everybody's hearsay, we're not following.
But you see, guys, let me tell you something. You have to understand this, and you know this already. The damage is done already. You see, this is the problem. With the internet and with social media, the damage is done.
People see you were charged with a crime.
The mugshot's already out there. I was already arrested. It's the damage is done. I know this is going to be dismissed. Or don't, even if it's not dismissed, I know there's no way, there's no beyond a reasonable doubt. It's not going to trial, and I'm going to take it that far.
Honestly, what are you doing over there anyway? Don't you have issues with them anyway?
Who?
The people that own the cigar shop.
Absolutely. First of all, I wasn't.
Yeah,
Where did this whole thing occur?
across the street.
No.
No?
Veterans Memorial Park. It's 1,000 feet away. I
Okay.
wasn't at Blends and Barrel, and I have no issues with them.
Okay.
Shia Goldberg is the owner. He's a friend of mine.
Okay.
I was at Veterans Memorial Park the entire time. You're not understanding the story. You are.
No, I
the Veterans. Listen.
I thought you had issues with the people at the cigar place before.
I have no issue. Benjamin Asher Stewart came into the cigar place
Okay.
and arrested, and
That's
he
what it was.
assaulted me at that place. That's where you guys arrested him, not you, but you had 7 police officers there arrest him at that place. So I have no problem. Shia Goldberg, the Blend and Barrel, has
Was it
no
the one that had, like, an
problem
active
with me.
injunction or something with?
No,
No,
Oh my
not
God.
Asher. It wasn't Asher or whatever the one that had like an active.
Benjamin Asher Stewart is the one trying to kill me.
Okay, I remember that. Last time we talked, you brought that up.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta keep the story straight, brother.
There's a lot going on.
I know there's a lot going on, but if you're gonna talk, you gotta say it right.
You got a lot of enemies.
I don't know why this is. I know why this is all happening. It all starts with Benjamin Asher Stewart.
Okay.
But Benjamin Asher Stewart and Robert Hall are 2 separate situations.
So with that, you understand what we're going to do with that, right? It's
Love
going to be the initial report that was already generated. We're just adding a supplemental to it, saying that we made it up with you. You want to provide a statement on your testimony and a sworn testimony.
Yeah, because Carlos Ruiz didn't ask me anything.
Okay, and then we're going to forward it to the state, and the state will have to make the ultimate decision on if they feel like this. He said. We're not going to file this. It's done. Whatever they want. Honestly, it falls in the state, but we're going to.
I appreciate you coming out here and doing this for me because Carlos Ruiz didn't do this for me at the time when he should have. Basically, I see this as now we completed the whole thing, and I shouldn't have been arrested because he didn't let me say any of this to you.
Okay. So this is the officer complaint form.
Yeah, that I want to work on a little bit. I don't want to do that right now, but can I
Okay.
have the form?
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
got the form.
just work on this.
I'll give you a second one in case it's longer than the
So you
last.
have a special complaint form just for officers?
Yeah.
It doesn't go into a circular file, does it? Meaning the garbage?
No.
Do you have an independent, you have police officers that look at this, or independent?
It goes to our internal. Well, so it depends on what the allegations are. So if it's something that a supervisor can kind of handle by like your testimony, and we can pretty much prove or disprove on body cam or whatever, we can handle it, and then we do basically a memo through the chain of command all the way up to the chief, and they review it and see like, okay, was this or is this something that we need to have investigated further through the internal affairs.
In New York, they changed the law where all disciplinary reports are public now.
Yeah.
Or they're supposed
They
to
are.
be. Are
So
they here?
they are as long once it's closed.
Once it's closed.
Once it's closed. So that's kind of fair because, as you can imagine, there's a lot of like frivolous complaints.
Well, I agree,
Yeah.
but there's also frivolous complaints about people. You see,
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't go both. It shouldn't be fair. It shouldn't be that way. It should be both ways. Because I got to have my mugshot out there
Yeah.
the second it happens, the second the photo's taken. But you guys get to go till closed. You see, it's not. I think it's fair. I would like it your way for me too.
Yeah.
You get special treatment. You're the same human as me. You fuck up just as much as I might.
I don't know. You're still talking about the point. I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm guilty from I'm guilty
I
from
am.
when Carlos Ruiz, the steroid freak, decides I am.
Let me give you a second form just in case your narrative is longer than what I provided you.
I wasn't Carlos Ruiz's partner hanging out. He took off almost immediately. You know why? Because he agreed with me.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm telling you, I know you weren't there.
Yeah, obviously we'll have to look at
Carlos Ruiz is. Do you know who Carlos Ruiz's partner was on May 14th? I don't know his name. I have it on the film though. I have to look back.
The way you're describing him, I don't know if it's
Like long curly black hair. You got it.
Sounds
No,
like
short.
Castro.
That's what I was saying.
Castro, I think that's his name.
right.
Yes, I think that was
Wait,
him.
Kind of short guy.
Yeah. Short, funny looking. Yeah. Nice guy.
Yeah.
But he wanted nothing to do with this. He said, "This is great. This is crazy." And then Carlos Ruiz, I don't know, in his steroid rage.
So I'm still gonna look at it anyway. But if you want to complete that,
I'll bring it in.
the start process.
Yeah, I'll stop by.
Do you want me to handle it, or how do you want to do it? Because obviously we have shifts.
So in other words, who I hand this to first, I give it to you, and then
You can give it to any supervisor if you want. So, since I'm already aware of what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Well, yeah, but if I'm not here, if it's the day or whatever, and you're complete, if you give it to a supervisor, tell them like his is for Sergeant Flanagan.
Done.
I can give you my card if you want.
Yeah. Please.
That way they're aware and they can just leave it in my box, and next shift I can look at it.
Done. Thank you.
Don't sign it though. Don't hit.
Don't sign it.
Wait until you're with an officer that watches you sign it.
Just want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's it, officers. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Be careful of
What
Carlos
are
Ruiz.
you doing on this side? Over here. It used to be downtown.
I'm wherever I want to. I'm a free man.
I know.
It's the beauty of being free. I could walk these streets all night long if I want. I'm with F3 too. You know F3? F3 guys, we work out at 5:15 a.m.
I saw it on
every
Stanford.
day.
I saw you on Stanford 327.
You don't know what good shape I'm in. I'm doing a half marathon. I'm doing a full marathon. We're gonna run the whole lake. It's 30 miles. We're gonna run the whole lake soon. These guys are animals too.
All right. Whenever that's done, just let them know you want to handle it. I'm still gonna look at the body cam anyway because I'm interested as well.
Yeah, you got two body cams. Don't forget. You got the other guy too.
Yeah.
Carlos, you said? What's his name? No,
Castro.
Castro. That was definitely a Castro.
Okay. And all right. Are you getting a place to stay, or what is the you do? Okay. All right. No, you're just an intelligent person. I just don't know why you're out here. Oh, okay. All right. Try to have a good night.
The point of the video is to help Bradley Goldberg get some eyes on his channel. He has a few videos of him dealing with the cops. One in particular is an ID refusal that's really good. He's claiming to be the victim of a hate crime, and in America, that shit's illegal as fuck. It's an enhancement to a different crime you commit on someone because you hate their ethnicity or identity status. The cops in this department already know who he is, and they don't seem to have a good opinion of him. They need to put their feelings away and make the report, because that's called dereliction of duty. Sergeant Flanagan said he was the one in charge at the beginning of the video, and that's exactly where he needed to be checked. You have to always take the power away from them before they turn presumed authority into unbridled power. And so what did we learn from this video? We learned that cops use officer discretion, not only to write tickets or take someone to jail, but to also write reports. Bradley made sure that they wrote it out. He let them know who was the boss, even from the comfort of the fucking pavement. That's a new level unlocked. That's the newest boss move in the police accountability movement. All he needed at that point was a cigar, a martini, and some swimming trunks. He was directing the whole damn production. Police accountability is something that's very much needed and long overdue. We've seen some good things happen, like bad cops getting fired and departments getting sued. All of this is still in its baby stages, but people like Bradley are out there turning the court of public opinion into a fucking wrecking ball. And every video like this is pushing the needle further. So if you like watching police authority crumble like soggy Pop-Tarts, make sure you subscribe. If you support accountability, stick around, binge watch our videos, and don't forget to check the next one out because it might be even crazier. Alright folks, know your rights. Start with the First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.